For about a week now, actually over a week, I've been uploading completely unedited videos to YouTube, 4K 60 frames per second video. Main reason I upload 4K 60 frames per second videos unedited up until now has been because my video editing software can't output 4K 60 frames per second. It can take it in, but it can't spit it back out. It'll spit it back out in 30 frames per second. Little did I know that if I mess around with the formats and stuff, it will output 60 frames per second. It just takes a little bit of clicking around, but by now I have enough experience loading 4K 60 frames per second videos to realize that I do not want to make a 10-minute video out of this. I don't even like making a 3-minute video out of this, because it takes forever to load. It's depressing. The only reason I recorded so much 4K stuff, 4K 60 frames per second stuff, of all the heritage units that Spencer was, I thought, oh, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Let me video it in the highest definition possible. And let me load it in the highest definition possible. That way, 20 years from now, people will say, wow, this sure looks good. I'm glad he recorded it in 4K 60 frames per second. It's aged so well. But we'll have to wait and see if the videos age that well. But I'm not going to record Denton Farm Park, which I might be visiting right now as of the publishing of this video. I'm not going to publish those videos or even record those videos in 4K unless it's something really special, because it'll take days to load. So that's one technological breakthrough we've had. Another reason that I haven't published any really long videos is because I've been working on an opening credit sequence and an ending credit sequence, because I have been inspired so much by Stevie Weeby Beebies and by SteamZs, and SteamZs I actually think is pretty fancy. And I think to myself, I can make a fancy opening for my Tweetsy channel. Let me make one for my Freeman channel. And that Tweetsy channel, one that I only started using just a few weeks ago, that is supposed to be my 2019 opening, it isn't even finished yet. I'm using an unfinished version of it, and it took me 6 months to get that done. So I've been putting off doing any longer than just to run by videos until I got the credit sequence done. But I'm actually almost there. I'm actually fairly close to being done with it. And by fairly close, I mean that I've only almost finished one shot of it. And it's not even a very long shot. It's only 5 seconds long. And it's not even almost finished. I just have it cut and lined up with the music like I want it. And I got to add stuff to it. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, but I'll try to get done with it as quickly as I can. But I've been distracted from all of my work, all of my art that is my YouTube channel, by something far more important, which is, this is an important deal. How big of a deal is it? It is so big of a deal that I was willing to miss the trackless train that appeared at the Transportation Museum this past weekend during the military thing, whatever it's called, Military Through the Ages, yeah. I was willing to miss that for this, and that is the reason why I took the wheel off the handcar. I am being given railroad track. And it's not quite real railroad track. I mean, it's not full-size railroad track, but still it's railroad track that is free. It's only 20 feet of it. 20 feet of track, not 20 feet of rail. 20 feet of track. I will be able to pump my hand pump car back and forth and be able to test run it, which is very important to me, because I was thinking to myself, even if I do all the add-ons and stuff that I want, when I put brakes on it, I won't be able to see how well it rolls because I don't have any track. I could lay out blocks of wood and run it on that, but because wood has a tendency to rot and it probably doesn't have the durability to withstand my handcar rolling over it 100 times a day, maybe I can attach steel to the wood. I never felt like trying something out. But a guy just stopped by the house and saw my handcar, or I showed him my handcar, and he was like, want me to make you some train tracks? I was like, can you? And he was like, yeah. So this past Saturday I missed the trackless train, but I got to build some real train track. It hasn't been delivered yet because we don't have a trailer, and he's got a trailer, but you know, for free. He can deliver it whenever he wants. He could deliver it a month from now and I would be happy. Because it's free! It's free! And this guy giving me the train track is a very wonderful thing, because up till now, I've been collecting train track 1 foot at a time. Not even 1 foot at a time. 1 centimeter at a time. And it's taken me 6 months to get the collection that I have. And how have I been getting rail up until now? The same way I got my railroad crossing signs. And how did you get those railroad crossing signs? Same way I got my whistle sign. And how did you get your whistle sign? I found them.
Found them?
So this past Saturday, me and my dad, we went to this guy's house and we built some railroad track. I helped, but I mean, it wasn't something I could do at home because I don't know how to weld. And he knew how to weld, so he just welded together the stuff, and I'll show you the videos later on. I'll show you the track and the end result and how it was made. I don't know how to weld. That's the reason I couldn't do it myself. I don't even know how to use Flex Seal. That's the reason I was never able to be hired at Tweetsy. So hopefully by the end of this week I'll have a video of me pumping my hand car up and down my test train track. And if all goes well, I will buy some more train track, and because it's going to be fairly cheap. And I'll build a little test track, and by the time I'm 20 years old, I will have my own railroad. Thank you all for watching this wonderful. I'll see you all in a few days or a week or so with the next update on this. I'll be done with this before 1309 is done. I'll have a railroad before 1309 is done. I'll have an excursion car running behind this before 1309 is done. I'll have this, a fireless engine, and a caboose, and a this and a that and everything else before 1309 is done. I will